Alright, guys, welcome to the first ever episode of Manga Lore. So, first of all, the name, has lore in it. It's nothing to do with that. I just a random generated name that I needed for this podcasty style video. Okay, so what is this? What am I trying to do and why am I doing this? Essentially, this is going to be like a podcast style video where, there's nothing going to be going on in the video sense. It's just going to be purely audio. I need to make some special background for this, but essentially just put this on in the background, do something else. I'm just going to be rambling about manga, different topics every time. That's pretty much what it is. And why am I doing this? Because I don't know. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while now. Obviously, it'd be nice to have a podcast style video with other creators and whatnot, and maybe just people that don't create if you just want to pop in there. But it's pretty difficult to manage time zones and whatnot. So I thought for now, before we get that going, I can be doing this because why not? But again, it's a podcast style video, but I don't want to do it for too long, as in I'm shooting for 20 minutes, and I already feel like that's a long time, maybe longer in the future, but just let me know down below what you guys think about this. I will be trying to upgrade this. Obviously, I'll be getting a mic in the future. Right now, I don't have one, and upgrade the background, get something actually made, get someone to professionally make something so this can look cool. But as of now, this is what we're working with. I just slapped this together. But let's get into it. First ever episode of Manga Lore. Hope you guys enjoy. So if this was like a real podcast, there'd be like an intro, a cool cue the intro, and cool music and whatnot. But it's not. If I keep doing this for a substantial amount of time, maybe I'll get one done. That'd be pretty cool. Feel a lot more professional. But let's just get into it, guys. First ever episode of Manga Lore. We're going to be talking about where I buy manga, and this is obviously going to be like a nuanced perspective from someone who's buying in the U.S. This ranges from really bad to really good, depending on where you live. That's the downfall of manga in a way, where depending on where you are on this, globe, you have a much harder time acquiring manga. And it sucks, but that's just how it goes. I've heard in Japan that the volumes, like, I have a friend that used to live there, and he says the volumes range from like $3.50 to at the most like $5. So if that was the case here, that would be crazy. That would be amazing. Essentially half of what we're paying. But it's not the case. And you can't always look at it like that, because there's always going to be people that have it better than you, places that have it better than you, and there's going to be places that have it worse than you. So let's get on to, in the U.S., how I get manga. We'll talk about the different sites. So let's start off with number one. Just been a place that I feel like I need to show more love to, because as of recently, I've noticed that, again, it's one of those things that I take for granted. It's Right Stuff. RightStuff.com. Always has great deals. I don't shop there a lot simply because in the U.S. at least, the free shipping is at $50, and that is really what you need to aim for. You need to make an order over $50, because if you're not getting the free shipping, the deal's not as good. The downfalls for Right Stuff would be, again, on this, we're talking about this global climate of manga. It is primarily focused in the U.S. I believe in Europe, they don't even have Right Stuff. In the U.K., at least, there is no Right Stuff. So, again, I was taking that for granted. I made a video talking about the Black Friday sales, and I was talking all about Right Stuff. And they told me, wow, you guys are... So people from the UK were saying, wow, you guys get all the great deals. We don't get anything over here. And I was like, damn, that is true. People over there don't even have Right Stuff, and that sucks, because these deals are amazing at times, and I take it for granted just because a lot of the time they are having amazing deals, but it's just not on manga that I want, that I have an interest in. And I feel like that's how you really, it's a double-edged sword in a way, where yeah, there's a lot of these sales, but it just gets you to buy manga that you don't necessarily need or want or have any interest in. And that's how you get these massive collections of manga and series that you don't really have a passion for, and it's just doesn't feel good. And that's what was happening to me recently on Right Stuff, at least. This Black Friday sale and the Cyber Monday sale, it was really tempting me because, I have the money there and these deals are great, but it's not manga that I want, that I have a passion for. So I've, made it my code that even when they're having these crazy sales, when, volumes that usually go for $13, $11 are on sale for 6 or 7, I don't buy it, because at the end of the day, I don't want any of this stuff. So why am I buying it? Just because it's cheap? But if you buy it just because it's cheap, that kind of removes the whole purpose of buying it. Because if you're just getting it because it's cheap, that's not a reason to buy something. They're like tricking you into doing so. That's the whole Black Friday thing. It's hype. It's getting you to buy things you don't need. And obviously it's a manga podcast. I'm saying don't buy manga, but I'm saying don't buy manga that you don't have a passion, you don't have an interest in, you don't want it. You're just getting it because it's on sale. That's a no-go for me. And that is one of the downfalls of Right Stuff, is maybe it's a little bit of a gluttonous experience there. Just a lot of amazing sales, but a lot of times it's things you don't need, things you don't want. So now when I'm shopping at Right Stuff, I'm just waiting for sales on manga that I'm looking for, the manga that I'm actively collecting. So as of now, I told myself the only Right Stuff sales I will be participating in are for manga like Silver Spoon, Dorohedoro, Gundam the Origin, and that's about it. Other than that, if it's not Monster the Perfect Edition, I need to get more of those. If it's not manga like that I actively need for my collection that I really want to finish, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna pass on it. I'm gonna try to be the bigger person in a way, the person that I want to be. And a lot of the times, it's hard. It's hard not to pass those up, but you have to. Or else you're going to end up with all this manga that you don't want, and you have to sell it, and even then you'll sell it at a loss. And if you want to talk about selling manga, we should talk about r/manga swap. r/manga swap, I feel like I'm doing an ad. Go there if you need to sell manga. People sell manga there at great deals. If you want to buy manga at great deals, check it out on Reddit, obviously, Reddit r/manga swap. So the next place I buy manga at, let's go ahead and talk about Amazon. Amazon and me, we have a bad relationship at times and a great relationship at times. It's a very bipolar. In the beginning, I feel like Amazon was better years ago. I feel like now they are slacking, but I understand because they're trying to save money. But holy fuck, they're worth billions of dollars. I feel like years ago I would order manga. Actually, someone left a comment on a video from like 3 years ago. I was like, one of my first ever videos, I ordered like 7 volumes of Hunter x Hunter, and it all came in a big box. So they shipped it on a giant box, and I just don't see them doing that anymore. Maybe I haven't ordered enough manga for them to do so, but maybe that's the case. But they were saying it as if maybe they have done a big orders, but that's true. As of now, the biggest order I've done, maybe in one day I got like 5 volumes, and they were all just like separate packages. So they haven't really been doing those big boxes anymore. And I feel like that's better, because with the big boxes, usually the manga comes in better condition. With these small packages, they seem to get damaged more, and that's the biggest downfall with Amazon, is the packages just often are just atrocious. The way they handle them, the way they're shipped. It's just a bad experience. You're flipping a coin with your manga there, and you're rolling the dice, But the deals are great, especially with Amazon Prime. It's another thing that I think is like limited to the U.S. at least. Without Amazon Prime, it's probably not worth it to buy manga on Amazon, especially if you're trying to buy shonen titles. I've said it before. It's great to be caught up with shonen, but I think the best way to do it, if you want to save money at least, is just wait for a shonen to, rack up a couple volumes, and then wait for Right Stuff to have a sale. We're getting back into Right Stuff. They'll have like a Viz Media sale, and Viz Media has like all the shonen, and you wait and you pick up like 10 volumes or 5 volumes, at each volume going for $5 to $6. It's probably the best way to do it. Amazon, I don't know, the me right now in my current state, that's just how I do it because I like getting manga the day it's released because I can make videos on it, I can show you guys, and I like, I like the whole experience of getting it on a release day, looking forward to it. On top of that, I have an Amazon credit card, so I always get Amazon points and whatnot, money back, so it's good for me. The last place, well, we'll talk about two more places, but this place has been like really falling off my radar. My usual shopping place for manga, at least, would be eBay. I used to buy loads from eBay, especially a couple years back. That's how my collection kind of inflated to the number that it was. It was a bit oversaturated with nothing but used eBay lots that I would buy for the cheap. Another double-edged sword there, but unlike Right Stuff, these sales are a lot of the time a lot more ludicrous on how insane you can get manga for cheap there. But a lot of time the downfall there is like, yeah, it's a hunt in a way, and at the same time a lot of the time it's used copies, and you're taking another gamble there. It's a lot of used library editions, and those tend to go for a lot cheaper, but at the same time, it comes down to aesthetics and personal preferences. If you're fine with your manga looking a little bit more beat up, a little bit more aged, then eBay isn't too bad. But I know there's some people that only buy new copies, that they just can't stand it, and a lot of people with OCD and whatnot. But eBay used to be my hunting grounds. That's why I would go there and hunt for manga, and a lot of time buying manga that I've never read and have sold, because it's like I have no interest in buying this manga. I know one of it being like Zombie Loan, like 1 to 13. I bought it for like $30 or something like that. And just recently I sold it again for probably $35, 40, but after shipping, after everything, essentially what I got it for. So I got lucky there at least, but then the time you had to put in and buying it and the time you had to put into selling it, it was just a process that I shouldn't have gone through if I was being more careful with what I buy, being more diligent, and knowing that, just because I got intoxicated with the number of your collection, the grandeur, all these YouTube videos, people having a lot, again, you see people that have more than you, and you're like, hey man, you don't necessarily want to have more than them, but you want to at least be on their level and be like, damn, look at this guy with this collection of 1,000 volumes. That number, that 1,000 number, numbers are intoxicating. They're so detrimental to us, especially if you ever make a YouTube channel. Oh God, looking at that sub count, that is the worst thing ever, about YouTube, is numbers, and looking at the views too, because if you, with YouTube especially, it's consistency, and you're gonna see the numbers go up if you keep doing it, but it's just like, damn, you want that number to go up higher and higher and higher. But I'm rambling there. Let's get back to the topic there. If eBay is again like a drug, buying that stuff there, you get it for so cheap, and your number goes up, and you're like, damn, yeah. But again, I think it's something else you need to take with caution when you buy there. Only buy when it's something you need or something you want. That's my personal opinion, at least. So now whenever I shop on eBay, instead of like you looking up the generic, if you just want to buy random lots for cheap, just put English manga lot, and a bunch will pop up there. But now instead I look up for specific titles I'm looking for. I do occasionally partake in the blind buy, or if I've heard good things about it. Like I recently bought Genshiken, I believe that's what it's called, Genshiken. I've heard a lot of great things about it for years now, but I finally bought the manga. I bought volumes 1 to 9 in the original Del Rey. I believe Del Rey was the publisher versions, and holy fuck, they were in like pretty much new condition. It was insane. Haven't read them yet, and haven't done an unboxing video for it yet. So you probably just got a sneak peek at my next video from that. But yeah, eBay was a drug for sure, and highly recommend caution when buying off eBay, because you can get addicted to just buying manga. Buying is an addiction. Shopping is an addiction. We all know that now, by now, especially if you live like in U.S. culture, at least. I think a lot of places, any place that's not a third world country, you're that addiction is real. So the last place I'll talk about is r/manga swap. Again, I've been talking a lot about that place. Not only can you buy there, you sell there. It's a little community, and there's a lot of great people on there that just love manga. And a lot of the times, situations where people need to sell their collection. There's sometimes when, hey, stuff comes up, doctor's bill, whatever. People sell their manga on there, and not only are you buying it off someone cherished it, but maybe they really need the money, so you're also helping them out that way, but also they're helping you out by giving you a great deal. I had such good experiences there, and I've only been there for a couple of months. People are so kind there. I remember one time I was looking for Silver Spoon Volume 1, but I didn't want to spend like $13-14 for it. This nice person sold it to me for $7 shipped, and I fell in love with the series. So a lot of great experiences there, but again, with places like that give you like ridiculous deals, as they often do, caution there, because your bank account will start dwindling if you just keep buying off there. But you can also sell on there. So if you have manga that you no longer want and want to get rid of, sell on r/manga swap. Highly recommend going there on Reddit. Obviously, I feel like I need to say that if people don't know about what r/ means. It's Reddit. But yeah, that is pretty much everything I want to talk about manga-wise there, guys. And it's been 17 minutes or so. I think that's pretty good, but I want to end this off. Let me know down below if you guys liked it or not. From here on out, I'm going to be talking about the manga that I'm currently reading at the moment, or currently have read. So if you want to know that, you listen to the next 2-3 minutes. But if not, if that's all you wanted to listen to was about the main topic of today's Mangalore, that was what we talked about. Hope you guys had a good time. Hope you guys were doing something in the background and not just, staring at a blank screen listening to this. Play a video game, do something else, and listen to me ramble about manga. Let me know if you guys liked it down below. Let me know what you guys would like me to talk about next week or bi-weekly. I don't know when I'm going to be uploading these, but let me know down below what you guys think, what you guys thoughts, if you guys hate it, if you guys love it, whatever. Please comment down below. It'll mean the world to me. And let's talk about what I've been reading. So if you're still here, let's see. Lychee Light Club. I just uploaded a video about that. Hopefully if this comes out a couple days afterwards, it should be 2 days ago when I uploaded that video. Fucking loved the series. I uploaded a video, so I don't want to talk a lot about it, but go check out that video. It was a great series. It's a one-shot. It's amazing. It's been on my list for a while to read now, from the creator of No Longer Human and Gintaku Picasso or something like that. It was an amazing read. Watch that video if you want to know more, but I highly recommend it. If you are on Amazon right now, add that shit to your cart. If you're on Right Stuff, add that shit to your cart. It's so fucking good. Unless you don't like gore and like sexual nudity and shit like that, really mature and a tad exaggerated at times, then I'd say it's a no-go. Next one, I'm reading the Full Metal Alchemist Full Metal editions as they come out, and one came out a couple weeks ago. Really loving the series again. I'm falling in love with Full Metal Alchemist for like the third time now. It is an amazing series. Great characters, amazing world, amazing progression, very, very heavy on the philosophy, and it's just the perfect series for me. I think it's the perfect shonen. I think it's a shonen that was handcrafted for me, and I feel like a lot of people think the same way, and that is why it's one of the greatest shonens of all time. Lastly, what else have I been reading? I'm going to start reading iShield 21 again. I think I'm just going to read it online, but I really do want to buy a bunch of them and read it, in person, right there in my hand. But I don't know. I've been very wary of buying more manga because I've been buying a lot recently. So I really want to read more iShield 21, but I don't have any more physical volumes on me. And if I do make an order, I want to order like 10 at least, because holy fuck, iShield 21 is amazing. I just finished Slam Dunk a couple weeks ago, or a week or two ago, for like the third time. Holy fuck, I want to own Slam Dunk. But that can wait, and I just looked at the clock. We're at exactly at 20 minutes, but that's pretty much all I've been reading as of recently. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys liked the video. You guys take care. Test your cat out.